First, the headlines. CMY Kemchan flags off media delegation to Vietnam. Manipur CMY Kemchan launches major peace outreach in Jiribam meets Cookie Joe and Mar leaders. Tangkhul residents in Hong Kong accuse Indian Army of siding with Cookie's alleged one-sided approach. Cookie Christian Church urges calm after Militant arson incidents. KSO leader rejects communal angle in Ukhrul clash, blames drunken brawl and misinformation. Over 4,300 voters deleted from final electoral roll in Assam CM's Jalukbari seat. Naga peace talks cannot be reopened, says WCNNPZs, demands finalization of political settlement. India showcases indigenous defense prowess in Saudi Arabia. Supreme Court asks Center to probe nationwide network behind missing children. Drought leaves people hungry in Kenya as their livestock dies. A very good evening. You're watching Primetime ELITETV English News, and this is Manoharmayam Nancy giving you the news in detail. Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Kemchan Singh today, the February 11, flagged off a 30-member media delegation for an external media tour to Vietnam. The tour has been sponsored by the Department of Information and Public Relations (DIPR). The flag-off ceremony was held at Yumnam Lekai in Imphal West. The delegation comprises 25 members from the All Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU) and 5 officials from the DIPR Secretary IPR Hungyo Wershang, along with other department officials, is also part of the team. Interacting with the delegation prior to their departure, Chief Minister Kemchan extended his best wishes and encouraged them to make the most of the visit. He also wished the team a safe and fruitful journey. Speaking to media persons in connection with flagging off ceremony, Editors Guild Manipur Secretary Yumnam Rupachandra stated that the tour will focus on tourism and developmental projects being taken up in Vietnam. He added that the team will also visit the historical Ho Chi Minh City, where the US-Vietnam War came to an end.
Vietnam amasung US ki war ki loisanbam madugi jaga duma koi war history kamai tawna war history preserve tawge to koi yakani adugi matungda koina Hanoi hedana Vietnam ki capital pura northernmost da communist country ni adu dagasu kamai tawna moina chawkhatli chawkhat khongdang changjali hebado koi yakani aduga maruina akoi ki trip si media house mayam digi tonga tonga representative amam lauraga Standing Committee AMJU amasung EJM representative yauraga mi kuntrana sabani.
Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Kemchan launched a Big Peace initiative today, the 11th February, by visiting Jiribam and interacting with Cookie Joe community leaders in the area. On a mission to restore complete normalcy in the crisis-hit state, CM Kemchan, during his interaction with the Cookie Joe leaders and locals, termed Jiribam as the gateway to Manipur and promised it to be developed as a business hub. The first CM to visit Jiribam since the outbreak of the ethnic clashes in May 2023. Kemchan appealed to all to forget the dark phase and embrace a peaceful future. Significantly, Kemchan visited the Kuki Jo Mar village at Jairal Pokpi, which had witnessed widespread violence and arson during the ethnic violence in 2023. The Manipur CM also visited the house of the woman at the Mar village who was killed in the ethnic clashes.
Kotu nijanga gai kuita kisu kanaro jana ko. Kautonga ba musangi ko. Noju Christian gi forgive and forgiveness ai ba mai Bible ai hang ko da ko. Aduna adu ai tu tausi. Asong sang we ko. Any awara pale su keno da hairo. Simes pi da hairo. Kare ko. Aina semu ba hafta phadri ko. Yanan ba Impal Lantoga district Sarpasi Jiri the Yanba Laisne Karigirobu Jiri si Heng Tungda Yana Sakopea Amane Dream Yana Europa the Lam Matikshana Leva Samsanga business center Manipur where Payabazagane go Aduna Yanan ba Santisi Jiri da Lainba to the main palm Jerisi.
Duration Now Long Hungpung chairperson Angel Jazo has accused Indian Army of siding with Kuki community amidst the clashes that erupted in Militant village under Ukhrul district. Tangko women folk at Hungpung alleged that Indian Army have been indulging in transporting Kuki people in their vehicles, extending a one-sided support to one community. Angel Jazo stated that such biased action of the Indian Army personnel is an open degradation of the democratic principles.
We receive from a reliable source. We receive an information that the Indian Army are carrying Kuki nationals, and they are planning to transport them to the affected area in Litan. And we also got information that they are sheltering them, and also such kind of bias towards one community is totally against the democratic system of our country.
The Kuki Christian Church KCC has expressed concern over the recent incidents of house burnings involving Tangko and Kuki families at Litan Sarikong village in Manipur's Ukhrul district and appealed to both communities to maintain restraint to prevent further escalation. In a statement issued from its headquarters in Kangpokpi, Dr. T. Lun Kim, Administrative Secretary of the KCC, described the incidents as deeply unfortunate and said acts of arson and violence run contrary to the principles of peace and non-violence upheld in Christian teachings and in civil society. Appealing to members of both the Kuki and Tangko communities, he urged people to remain calm and avoid retaliatory actions, stressing the importance of allowing peace to prevail. The KCC also called on church leaders, civil society organizations, and community elders to facilitate dialogue and reconciliation to ease tensions. It further urged government authorities and law enforcement agencies to take appropriate steps to maintain law and order and ensure the safety of all residents in the affected areas. The Kuki Students Organization KSO Ukhrul District on February 10 rejected claims of a communal clash in Litan village, stating that the incident stemmed from a minor scuffle between a few intoxicated individuals that was later misrepresented, aggravating tensions between communities. KSO Ukhrul Vice President Mercy Kongsai said what began as a small altercation involving 3 or 4 drunk men was wrongly projected as a clash between two communities. The incident has once again highlighted the fragile situation in parts of Manipur where local disputes are increasingly at risk of being framed along communal lines, further complicating efforts at reconciliation and peace. All Manipur Students Guardians Organization has appealed to all communities, CSOs, clubs, Mayrapaibi's Students Organization to extend all forms of cooperation and support in successful conduct of the upcoming Class 12 and 10 examinations, which are scheduled to commence from 17th and 23rd of this month. The All Manipur Students Guardian Organization stated that the Class 12 and 10 exams are a crucial turning point in the lives of the students. The organization appealed to all stakeholders to ban all forms of entertainment programs, housey lotteries 15 days ahead of the scheduled exams, which are to be conducted by the Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur and Board of Secondary Education Manipur. More than 4,300 voters have been deleted from the final electoral roll of Jalukbari, the constituency represented by Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, following the special revision of electoral rolls, officials said on February 10. According to figures released after the revision, Jalukbari recorded a deletion of 4,310 voters, amounting to a decline of 2.05% compared to the draft roll published on December 27 last year. The constituency now has 2,10,624 electors, down from 2,14,934 in the draft list. Across Assam, the final voter list for poll-bound constituency was published with 2,49,58,139 electors, marking an overall decline of 0.97% compared to the draft rolls. An underground cadre of NSCN-K Kango Konyak faction surrendered before security forces in Tirap district on February 10, 2026, marking another development towards peace and stability in the region. According to official sources, SS Lieutenant Wangku Loang, 32 son of Wang Diab Loang and a resident of Moktoa village under the Dam police station in Tirap district, surrendered before Tirap police in the presence of the 44th Assam Rifles and the 36th Battalion of the CRPF at Khonsa. Security officials said the surrender reflects continued efforts by law enforcement agencies to encourage militants to shun violence and rejoin the mainstream, contributing to improve security and stability in Tirap district. The Working Committee of the Naga National Political Groups WCNNPZs on February 10 said that the framework agreement signed with the center cannot be reopened, asserting that it already provides for a comprehensive political settlement addressing the core issues of the Naga people, including ancestral homeland concerns. In a statement, the WCNNPZs said the agreed position signed with the Government of India emphasizes the formation of a Frontier Nagaland Territorial Authority (FNTA), a long-standing demand of the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization (ENPO), aimed at addressing decades of neglect and marginalization of Eastern Nagaland. Describing the agreement as a timely correction of the historical injustice, the WCNNPZs said the settlement reflects the supremacy of people's will and must now translate into concrete administrative and economic reforms. It said the new arrangement seeks to realign governance structures, establish inclusive mechanism and ensure transparent implementation so that the agreement delivers tangible benefits on the ground. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Huidrom Sagagi Paujel, Haukiba Chachat Kulumdoi Tha Ama English and Kuntaruk, Firengi Mangani Panba, Irai Numitagi, Isok the Laiba, Huidrom Sagagi, Apopagi, Hanegi Sanglen, Adogi Mahutta, Anova Sanglen Ama, Saba Haujare, Luinana, Masigi Campus Asisu, Semgatjaragani, Maramasina, Anakpa Madi, Arapa de Laibiriba, Sagai Sakudimakna, Hariba Sanglenasi, Atubumatamda, Saba, Lushin Bada, Amadi, Campus Asisu, Semgat Sagat Pada, Angamba Mateng Pangbinaba, Huidrom Apokpa. Kubam Taugal Lup Ishokna, no Lukna Kurumjari. Pausen Jariba, Huidrom Apokpa Kubam Taugal Lup Ishok. Phone number 700-5810-958 Natraga 8787327419 Amadi 93830-71291.
Imado. Iboki manakta thinki badagi chawlang duna tale
ngo mahal tu tv narabani
tv di yumda lega layang asya kari gi mapam da thido
nama adu mafam sida leirabadi mayam na kari haina ngangna
mi na ngangna badu nate
mashi Arjun Hagul lakpada surprise piece.
Arjun, Mama magi thoiba
ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯤꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯪꯕꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯁꯨ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯔꯤꯃꯣꯠꯀꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯈꯪꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯟꯕꯗꯨꯅꯤ ꯇꯤꯚꯤꯅ ꯀꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯈꯦꯠꯅꯕ ꯊꯝꯂꯤꯕ ꯇꯤꯚꯤ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯣ ꯄꯦꯁꯦꯟꯠꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯂꯥꯏꯖ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜ ꯅ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯣ ꯑꯦꯃꯔꯖꯦꯟꯁꯤ ꯇ꯭ꯔꯣꯃꯥ ꯅꯦꯠ ꯃꯜꯇꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯦꯁꯤꯌꯦꯂꯤꯇꯤ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜ ꯁꯤꯡꯖꯃꯩ ꯃꯊꯛ ꯇꯣꯡꯊꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯗ ꯍꯥꯡꯗꯣꯛꯆꯔꯦ hospital asina maruina BP stroke brain tumor lamigi khudongthiba spinal disc prolapse spinal tumor amadi migraine chingba layengli hospital asida neuro gi layeng bada changba afabo makal gi khusu khulai amadi machine marang kaida lei masina kokka mari lenaba tonba makal gi anaba sing ningthina layengli lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangariba maramna chingmadi arapa phumdagi lakpa anaba sing neurosurgeon unanaba honabada awaba kya mayongdari masida sunatna matam tintana anaba layengna maram oraga khudong thiba kya sumayongdari masi punamakta kharadu orabusu kananaba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leiduna anaba sing layengli hospital asida ataba mamalda layeng matana OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka mai lena basnasu ataba mamalda hangalli ngasi magrension bir amadi khudong chaba singa silobi ho hena ku bamrol di damak hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak bu yagani
ayhangna taibang khongda jarakhibase kumjali singamaga samapal humphudra 1970 mas ke kunipar lamtagina kunma thoini panba thang janamit ke ayuk pung mapanda ayhak taibang phaurakki lol leijaba phije leijaba lining leijaba maitai phurupse amtadi ningkha tamna lining mikha pondabasu oirasi.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime ELITETV English News. At its first ever pavilion at World Defense Show in Saudi Arabia, India showcased the country's manufacturing prowess as demonstrated by defense public sector undertakings and private Indian companies. Minister of State for Defense Sanjay Seth led an Indian delegation to the World Defense Show WDS 2026 held in Riyadh on February 8 to 9, the Defense Ministry said. Seth also held discussion with the Assistant Minister of Defense for Executive Affairs, Saudi Arabia Khalid bin Hussein Al-Biari, aiming to enhance cooperation and engagement between the armed forces of both countries. Minister of Defense Sanjay Seth visited the exhibition areas of Saudi Arabia Military Industries (SAMI) and the Saudi Ministry of Defense to review their latest indigenous technological developments. He invited the GADD officials to visit India's research and development facilities to explore opportunities for the co-development of defense technologies, the ministry said. The Supreme Court on Tuesday asked the center to ascertain whether there is a nationwide network or state-specific group behind the incidents of children going missing from different parts of the country. A bench of Justices B.V. Nagaratna and Ukhrul emphasized the need to ascertain whether there is a pattern behind these incidents or if they are random ones, and asked the center to collect data from all states. Additional Solicitor General Aishwarya Vati, appearing for the center, said some states have given their data on missing children and data prosecutions, but around a dozen states have not given their data. She submitted that the analysis can be met only after the union government gets complete data. The top court suggested to Vati that children who had been rescued should be interviewed to ascertain who is responsible for such incidents. The bench was also critical of the states that have not furnished the data and said it may pass harsh orders if needed. Senior advocate Aparna Vat said the center has taken the initiative and direction be issued to all states to furnish the data. The seventh match of the ongoing 16th Shahid Manoranjan Singh Memorial State Open Football Tournament 2025 to 2026 played today witnessed a thrilling encounter between SJC Salam and ESU Wankhai. ESU Wankhai opened the scoring in the 13th and 17th minutes through jersey number 23 Narem Kaba Singh. SJC Salam fought back strongly when jersey number 12 Tongam Priyabol Singh scored in the 27th minute, ending a fiercely contested first half at 2-1. In the second half, ESU Wankhede continued their dominance, adding another goal in the 87th minute through jersey number 26, Laisram Yaifava Singh. The match concluded with ESU Wankhede securing a 3-1 victory. Meanwhile, the 8th match of the tournament was played between RFCC Kano and SSU Singzame. SSU Singzame made a strong start, opening the scoring in the 23rd minute through jersey number 06, W. Jack Singh, and extended their lead in the 31st minute via jersey number 14, KH Hemyat Singh, ending the first half with a commanding 2-1 advantage. The match ended with a convincing 3-0 win for SSU Singzame. As the curtain came down in Bangladesh election campaign on Tuesday, political parties concluded weeks of intense electioneering ahead of February 12 national elections, local media reported. In the closing hours, leaders made several promises and pledges, leaving voters to assess them before the polls slated for Thursday. The campaigning restrictions came into force on Tuesday morning under the Parliamentary Election Code of Conduct for Political Parties and Candidates Rule 2025. The political parties and candidates began the election campaigning on January 22 following the allocation of election symbols a day before. Meanwhile, a series of pre-election opinion polls released by various organizations in Bangladesh has produced sharply contrasting projections, raising concerns about the methodology, credibility, and the potential impact on voter perception. Drought conditions have left over 2 million people facing hunger in parts of Kenya, with cattle-keeping communities in the northeast the hardest hit, according to the United Nations and others. In recent weeks, images of emaciated livestock in the arid area near the Somali border have shocked many in the region that reels from the effects of climate change. In recent years, rainy seasons have become shorter for some communities, exposing them to drought. Normally, animals are the first to die. The livestock losses echo what happened between 2020 and 2023, when millions of animals died in the region that extends from Kenya into parts of Ethiopia and Somalia. Some 10 counties in Kenya are experiencing drought conditions, according to the National Drought Management Authority. The northeastern county of Mandera, bordering Somalia, has reached the alarm classification, which means critical water shortages have led to the deaths of livestock and the wasting of children. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-2890-982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Let's have a look at the headlines once again. CMY Campion flags off media delegations to Vietnam. Manipur CMY Campion launches major peace outreach in Jiribam meets Kukijo and Mar leaders. Tangkol residents in Hong Kong accuse Indian Army of siding with Cookies, alleges one-sided approach. Cookie Christian Church urges calm after Militant arson incidents. KSO leader rejects communal angle in Ukhrul clash, blames drunken brawl and misinformation. Over 4,300 voters deleted from final electoral roll in Assam CM's Jalukbari seat. Naga peace talks cannot be reopened, says WCNNPGS. Demands finalization of political settlement. India showcases indigenous defense prowess in Saudi Arabia. Supreme Court's asks Center to prop nationwide network behind missing children. Drought leaves people hungry in Kenya as their livestock dies. That's all for now. Keep watching ELITETV News for more updates and detail. Thank you for watching.